How's it going, Beboppers? I hope you're all doing well. Today is not my typical kind of video. There will be no reaction, just an announcement and some explanation. I've mentioned before that the So I'm a Spider, So What series is heavily copyright protected. And that is because it was produced by Kadokawa. I think that's how it's pronounced. I'm not sure. I do think I pronounced that wrong though. And because of that, I have been struggling to edit these videos in a way that gets them past the copyright check that YouTube has to undergo every time I upload a series. In the past, I've at times hit issues with copyright, but never like this. It's getting to the point where I don't have the time to keep battling YouTube's copyright checks. So just to elaborate on that, last night, while editing the recent upload, I took about 4 to 5 hours to edit the video. And that's not even factoring in the time I spent recording it. Recording is the fun part. It's the editing and the copyright part that just make me want to put my head through a wall. So about 4 to 5 hours to edit everything. And then I spent an additional 6 hours trying to get it through YouTube's copyright check. We were very close to not having last night's video. And the process is honestly very frustrating. Once I finish editing a video, I export it to my PC, which takes about 20 to 30 minutes. And then from there, I upload it to YouTube. YouTube has to run its checks, and that again is about another 20-minute process. So it takes almost an hour to see whether or not it passes the checks. And last night, it just wasn't passing the checks. The first upload came back with a bunch of copyright protected moments, and I'm gonna show a picture of what that looks like. This picture is extreme because it was the Slime movie and I got hit hard for that one. I don't have any recent screenshots of what it looks like, so take into consideration that this one is extreme, but Spider is damn near close. So I'm gonna throw a picture up here. And yes, I did cover my face because out of all the moments in that video that YouTube could have chose to display the video, it shows a frame where I'm making the craziest looking face. But that just kind of gives you a little bit of insight on what I have to do on my end to get the videos out. Once I upload the initial edit and YouTube shows me where I've been copyright claimed, I then go back into my editing software and I try to avoid cutting as much as possible. Typically, if I remove sound, if I speed up the clip a little bit, if I make more cuts to my face and away from the actual anime, and then I go through all those sections and then export it again, upload it to YouTube. YouTube typically accepts it the second or third upload. I rarely ever get to a third upload. Moonlit Fantasy was pretty simple. I would at times get to that third upload point, but typically I got things through on the second upload because once I made those little edits, YouTube accepted it. However, Spider has been the complete opposite of that. It gives me the initial claims. I go in, I change them, I move sounds, and then I re-upload it. And some sections that were previously claimed in the first upload are gone, and then it finds whole new ones that I have to go back and check. And then that's another session editing, fixing things, exporting it again, uploading again, and just remember, each time I export it and upload it, that's like a 40 to 50 minute process each time. And it just kept happening last night. 6 times I had to do that. First time ever I had to do that 6 times. And it took me 6.5 hours. Longer than it took to make the actual initial video. And so because of all of that, I decided that the Spider series is getting moved to Patreon, where it will still be available to watch for free. I'm not going to put it behind a paywall. any of you can go to Patreon and be able to finish the series. I'm still going to upload it on a weekly basis. I just have to get some things together and finish the Patreon because I was not planning to launch the Patreon for another 3 weeks. So this really pushed things forward for me, and I had to get a lot together for the Patreon. I've been slowly working on things for the Patreon, but this just really pushed things forward. So the Patreon's not quite ready yet. It will maybe launch this weekend, at the latest the middle of next week. Keep an eye on the community tab because that's where I will announce when the Patreon is up, and I will include a link to the Patreon. And so now that I'm not reacting to Spider here on YouTube, the next series that we are going to react to is Overlord, because many of you have shown interest and recommended the Overlord series. I've also been wanting to watch it, so that is what we're diving into next. Very excited about it. So stay tuned for everything happening because it's a bit of an abrupt change. Wasn't really planning on moving Spider, but after last night, I didn't really have a choice. I'm also worried about getting a strike on my channel. That's one of my biggest fears because once you get 3 strikes on your channel, they can shut it down. They actually don't even need 3 strikes, I don't think. I think that's the typical amount they will allow, but sometimes if copyright claims are so severe, they'll just remove your channel. And I'm so afraid of that happening because of how bad the claims were from Kadokawa. So I don't think I'm pronouncing that right. So thank you all for your patience and understanding, and just keep an eye out for the upcoming updates. I'll see you in the next reaction video.